Namaste children. In yesterday's class we learnt about a tale of two birds, part 1, that in a forest there lived two birds on a tall tree. Unfortunately the tree fell down and the mother bird died, and the two birds, the wind blew these two little birdies to far away the other part of the forest. One was left with the one bird was staying near the cave of the robbers, and what happened to the other bird we don't know. Let us see where the other bird has gone in part 2. Let us see. For this, all of you open your English supplementary reader to page number 2. Hold the pencil in your hand. Same way I have written the meanings here. Few meanings are there. You have to write down. Yes, have you all opened your supplementary readers, Nana? Now let us keep the pencil wherever I am reading. If you find any more difficult words, you have to circle them and find the meanings from the dictionary. Okay, now let us see. The king rode away from that place. Now where the king has gone, whom he is going to meet, let us see now. The king was amazed to hear a similar voice again. He came to know the bird's true story. He met the rishi who explained the behavior of each bird. These are the key points of this part 2. Let us see how it goes. Soon he came to a clearing which looked like an ashram. It was the rishi's ashram. The king tied his horse to a tree and sat down in its shade. Suddenly he heard a gentle voice announce, "Welcome to the ashram, sir. Please go inside and rest. The rishi will be back soon. There's some cold water in the pot. Please make yourself comfortable." Comfortable means relaxed, cool. The king looked up and saw a big brown bird in the tree. He was amazed. Amazed means surprised. "This one looks like the other bird outside the cave," he said to himself loudly. So what happened? He roared in great panic. He was running away because he found that robbers under the tree near the cave. So he don't want to get caught by the robber. So he ran away very fast. He rode away from that place. After going for a long distance, he was so tired again, and he found a tree. He found like an ashram. Ashram means it is a place where the rishis live. The place is very far away from the city or the village. It is mostly it will be in the forests. The ashrams will be there. So there he found that Rishi's ashram, and the king tired. He felt, now I am relaxed. Here Rishis are there. They are very kind and good people. They are going to help me in some way or other. So he tied his horse to a tree and he sat under its shade. Suddenly he heard a gentle voice announce. So he heard some noise. What it was saying? "Welcome to the ashram, sir. Please go inside and rest." So what that little bird is, some voice he is hearing, some gentle voice. Gentle means very pleasing, very soothing voice he was hearing. And he said, "Welcome to the ashram, sir." In a very respectable manner the bird was speaking. "Please go inside and rest. No need to rest under the tree. Just you go inside and you take rest. Please make yourself comfortable." So the bird was saying that you don't be panic. You go inside, you relax and you take rest. The king looked. Who is this speaking? I cannot see anyone around me, but who is this speaking? So he thought, and he lifted his head. There he saw one bird. Same, alike means similar. Both the birds were similar. The bird which he saw near the cave was same like the bird which he is looking at the bird near the ashram. He was amazed. He was surprised. "This one looks like the other bird outside the cave." He was thinking, yes, it is exactly the same, the bird which I saw near the cave. He said to himself loudly. He said, "Oh, maybe these two birds are same." don't know. See the nature of that bird, and see the behavior of this bird. Next, what happens, we will see. You're right, sir, answered the bird. So again the bird is responding to the king's doubt. It is saying, you are right, sir, answered the bird. He is my brother, but he was made friends with robbers. He now talks as they do. He doesn't talk to me anymore. Just then the rishi entered the ashram. So as the king was thinking that really, are these two birds are same? As the thought process was going in his mind, suddenly the bird said, yes, sir, you are right. What are you thinking is exactly correct. He is my brother. But my brother, though he is my brother, he has made friendship with the robbers. He has made friendship with the robbers. He has made friendship with the robber, so he has acquired the qualities of the robbers. And he said, and though he is my brother, nowadays he is not talking to me at all. And also he never speaks to me, and I will, though I want to talk to him, but he never speaks to me. As this conversation was going on between the bird and the king, slowly the rishi entered into the ashram. So what the rishi is going to explain to the king, let us see in the next paragraph. Welcome, sir, he said to the king. Please come inside and make yourself at home. You look tired. Rest for a while, then you can share my food. So the rishi said, you seems to be very uncomfortable. You seems to be very tensed. You seems to be very panic. You need not worry. First, if anyone comes to our house, usually we'll say welcome, hello, how are you? Whoever comes, though they are our relative, this is the simple thing everyone should habituate, ma. Though they may not be our friends or relatives. If anyone comes to the house, first ask them to sit. Afterwards, you just offer a glass of water and ask them, how are you? Just by speaking those words, they know, they will understand the best behavior of yours. They know the children are very good, they are having good mannerisms, they will think. Okay, so what the rishi was saying, welcome, sir, please. And he said, you please come and you relax yourself. After, as soon as you relax, we both of us will share the food. Why the rishi was saying? Because king's food is very costly, luxuriously he will be staying in his palace. But rishi, no luxuries, nothing. Very simple and sweet life they will lead. So rishi said, you don't worry, whatever the food I am having, we both of us will relish it. Let us see what happens next. The king told the rishi the story of the two birds and how each had behaved so differently, though they looked so alike. The forest is full of surprises, he said. So the king told the rishi that the story of the two birds and how the king was surprised. Though the rishi know the nature of the bird, the king was saying, he was narrating that I saw these two birds alike. Alike means similar birds. One bird was staying in front of the robber's cave and another is staying in your ashram. Though both are same, but their behavior is different. Totally the behavior is different. Really, I feel that the forest is full of surprises. Yes, really the forest is full of surprises. Let us see in the last paragraph what happens. The holy man smiled and said, after all, one is known by the company one keeps. The bird that has heard the talk of robbers, he imitates them and talks about robbing people. This one has repeated what he was always heard. He welcomes people to the ashram. Now come inside and rest. I'll tell you more about this place and these birds. So what happens? That's what the rishi was saying. Yes, my lord, you are absolutely right. He is saying that one is known by the company one keeps. If you do friendship with good people, definitely unknowingly you will acquire the good habits, good qualities of them. So always what parents and the teachers will say, you should be in a good company of friends, then only you'll acquire the good qualities, then only you can go in a, then only you can build up your bright future. So what it is saying, what the holy man, the rishi is saying, after all, one is known by the company one keeps. That bird, the other bird which is staying near the robber's cave, it has acquired the knowledge, acquired the whatever the robbers speak, it has that only those words were lingering in its mind. So whoever comes there, that only opinion was catch the people, take away their things, kill them and drive them away. Kill them or just snatch the things and drive them away. That's what the other bird near the cave has learned. Whereas the bird which is staying near the ashram, it learned that the very polite manner. It learned, and the other bird was imitating the nature of the robbers, and here in Rishi's ashram, the bird which is staying is imitating like the good behavior of the rishis. So he imitates them and talks about robbing people. This one has repeated what he has always heard. So when if anything we do repeatedly, it gets habituated for us. He welcomes people to the ashram. Now come inside and rest. So now he said that now it's okay, my lord. Now you please come inside and you take rest. Now why these two birds have changed, I will tell you the whole story of these birds. Now let us have lunch and then I will tell you the whole story. This is how a tale of two birds ended. Means what is the moral of the story? That you should be always be in the company of good people. Okay, if you feel, if you are if anyone, always we can't expect that everyone is good in this world. There may be good qualities, there may be bad qualities in every person. Suppose if you are doing any friendship with anyone, if you feel that this fellow seems to be, any doubt if you are having, immediately just you skip away from his friendship. Okay ma, understood all of you? This is the A Tale of Two Birds part 2. Same manner, after in the earlier class I told you to write down the meanings and questions I have given. I told you to write the answers. Now here also write part 2 and write the meanings, and I will be sending the questions to those you have to write down the answers, as well as moral. This is the moral of the story. This is the moral of the story, and also you should write down the summary. Should write down the summary of the story in your own words. Okay children, this is what you have learned from this A Tale of Two Birds. Understood all of you? Thank you. Have a good day.